Hello students, this is your English lesson. Students, today we are going to read a poem, Moon Wind by Ted Hughes. So we start our lesson. First of all, summary of the poem. Students, this poem is written by Ted Hughes. In this poem, the poet creates an imaginary land on the moon. He imagines that if there were Earth-like life on moon, everything would be blown by the strong wind blowing there. As there is complete silence on the surface of the moon, still the poet imagines that if you go on the moon, you will see that your burning candle would shiver out. A giant tent would be blown by the moon wind. If anyone would stand in the street, a squall of hens and cabbages would knock you off your feet. Furthermore, the moon wind would lift the pond water as a sheet and hit you with it, carrying frogs in it. The moon wind lift off a caravan, a Ferris wheel would appear to be jumping in the sky like a somersaulting giraffe. In the end of the poem, the poet imagines that the moon wind is so strong that nothing can hold fast, even held by roots, nails, and screws. Now read the poem together. There is no wind on the moon at all, yet things get blown about. In utter stillness, your candle shivers out. In utter stillness, a giant marquee booms and flounders past you like a swan at sea. In utter stillness, while you stand in the street, a squall of hens and cabbages knocks you off your feet. In utter stillness, while you stand agog, a tearing, twisting sheet of pond clothes you with a frog. A camp of caravans suddenly squawks and takes off. A Ferris wheel bounds along the skyline like a somersaulting giraffe. Roots and foundations, nails and screws. Nothing can hold fast. Nothing can resist the moon's dead still blast. Exercises. A. Understanding the poem. Answer the following questions. A. How do things get blown about on the moon if there is no wind? Answer. For the poet, things on the moon get blown about because of the utter stillness of the moon. Everything is weightless on the moon and it is airless. However, the poem is sheer fantasy, so anything can happen. B. When the moon wind begins to blow, some strange things happen. Make a list of all the unlikely things that take place on the moon. Answer. A squall of hens and cabbages knocks you off your feet. A tearing, twisting sheet of pond clouds you with a frog. A camp of caravans squawks. A Ferris wheel bounds along the skyline. C. Which words does the poet use to describe the following or the movement they make? In what way are the descriptive words appropriate? 1. Candle flame. Answer. The candle shivers out. Normally we would say flicker, but shiver is just as good a word. Its use is odd in that silver is not associated with heat but with cold. Here, if the candle shivers out, we feel the cold even more. 2. Giant marquee. Giant marquee booms and flounders like a swan at sea. We have sound, booms, and movement here. The image of a swan, a large bird like the large marquee, floundering in the sea is apt. The swan is normally serene but ungainly when not in its usual environment. 3. Hands and cabbages. A squall knocks you off your feet. These are then flying haphazardly squall and at some speed. An image akin to raining cats and dogs. One would know too well if one is hit by these flying objects. 4. Pond. Tearing, twisting sheet clothes you with the frog. To the eye, a pond looks like a sheet of water. If this sheet were to suddenly fly towards you, it would indeed be tearing and twisting, and being clothed by a frog would certainly not only be a surprise but painful as well. 5. Caravans. The caravans, presumably parked in a caravan park, are compared to a flock of birds sitting in a field and then suddenly taking off. 6. Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel bounds along the skyline like a somersaulting giraffe. A Ferris wheel is large and stands out against the skyline, so does a giraffe. A spinning giraffe with its long legs sticking out would indeed look like a Ferris wheel with its hanging swings flying in all directions. These questions are more difficult. Discuss them first. D. What is so strange about the idea in the last line of the poem? Can you think of any other expressions of this kind? Answer. Dead still means absolutely without movement. Blast means a strong gust of wind. There is a contrast here of opposites. It is rather like saying he is a meat-eating vegetarian. E. Do you like the poem? Can you say why you like or dislike it? Answer. I like this poem because it is full of imaginary words. It creates fantasy and it takes us to the other land. 2. The rhyme scheme of the poem is A, B, C, B. Is this true throughout the poem? Answer is yes. 3. Is there one pair that does not quite rhyme? Answer. Stanza 5 of Giraffe is not a perfect rhyme. B. Working with words. 1. Here are some similes that you are familiar with. Can you complete them? As white as snow, as bright as a button, as strong as an ox, as clear as a bell, as soft as silk, as quick as a flash, as sound as a bell, as sharp as a knife, as smooth as silk, as dark as night, as poor as a church mouse, as straight as an arrow. Similes may also be introduced with like. His voice was like rising storm. Her hair was like silver night. 2. In the poem you have just read, there are a number of similes. Now answer these questions. A. Make a list of the similes in the poem. Answer. Like a swan at sea, like a somersaulting giraffe. B. In what way are the similes unusual? Do they make the meaning clearer? Answer. The similes are unusual in that a swan at sea would not be used to the waves and would flounder. It is difficult to imagine a giraffe with such long legs doing a somersault, but when compared to a Ferris wheel flying, it becomes imaginable. C. Have the pictures the poet is trying to present been made more vivid by the use of similes? Answer. The pictures are more vivid than with these similes. They are not stayed and overworked similes. They are new and conjure up varied images, so they may well be remembered. Definitions. 1. Copy these terms into your exercise book and write a definition for each. A. Astronaut. Astronaut, a person trained to pilot, navigate, or take part as a crew member in a spacecraft. B. Satellite. An object launched into orbit around the Earth, any orbiting body in space. C. Space shuttle. A reusable spacecraft with wings for controlled ascent in the atmosphere. It is designed to transport astronauts between the Earth and space stations. D. Launch pad. The base or platform from which a rocket or spacecraft is launched. E. Rocket. A vehicle or device propelled by rocket engines. 3. Copy the words given in column A below into your exercise book. Accelerate, speed up. Gravity, the force that pulls all objects to the center of the earth. Apogee, the peak altitude a rocket reaches when it's farthest from the earth. Igniter, an electrical device that ignites the composition of the propellant in a model rocket engine. Decelerate, slow down. Launch, the lift of a model rocket following the ignition of the engine. Propellant, a mixture of fuel and an oxidizer which is the source of motive energy in a rocket. Drag, the force that resists the forward motion of an object as it moves through the air. Thrust, the force that makes the rocket accelerate upwards as the propellant is burning. C. Learning about language. Underline all the pronouns and then rewrite the sentences correcting the mistakes. A. The teacher and I cleared the classroom. B. He and his dog played in the park. C. The fight was between them and us. D. After them came a number of men on horseback. E. I and the other boys were playing cricket. F. She and her friends have to be as careful as we. G. It was I who came first. H. All we children are eager to play outside. I. The headmaster gave Barber and me scolding. J. Let he and me do the work tomorrow. Thanks for listening. For new videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel. And if you like my videos, please share and like.